Join me in unprepared hiking newbie as I tackle 630 scorching miles of the southwest coastal path during one of the hottest summers in UK history. There was a heat wave, a drought, and no clue what I was doing. I did it all to raise money for cancer research and Macmillan Cancer Support. Expect pain, tears, joy, and highly questionable life choices. Let's get into it. Good morning, we are on day 5 and I'm on a campsite between Braunton and Saunton Sands, but I didn't do the Saunton Sands bit yesterday, so I'm walking back on myself, which feels horrible. I had to do that part. So today, we're going to go from Saunton Sands to, well, I thought I was going to like Barnstable, Bideford area. However, I rang my wife last night and we booked a hotel for Friday and I thought it was Wednesday. Turns out today's Friday, so I need to get all the way to Westward Ho, which is insane. So I've got up early and I'm just going to see how far I can get before I see my family again. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. I'm motivated today to move and put in a load of miles. One problem so far already is that there was a lot of condensation last night. There wasn't really a lot of air movement where I was, so my tent is wet, which means it's also heavy, which is pretty annoying, but I'm still motivated. Also, I dropped my big water bottles in favour of some much smaller Evian water bottles, and they're actually easier to get out as well, so hopefully less water weight will mean that I can go a little bit faster today. Okay, so I'm walking along this road and it is a sketchy road, so I'm going to say goodbye for now and I'll see you in the sand dunes. Last night I stayed at Lob Farm caravan and camping site. It was alright. It's not been my favourite site so far, but you got like a whole proper pitch to yourself, which was pretty cool. You weren't just like dumped in the field and said go sort yourself out, which I don't know if that's good or not. Like, I broke 2 titanium tent pegs, so what, they lasted 5 days, so I was pretty gutted about that. The ground was super hard on that pitch, so I mean, if I could have moved, then I might have tried to find a little bit of softer ground. It's because it's so dry at the minute, you just can't get the pegs in. And yeah, you have to walk along this death-defying road. The good thing about Lob Farm, or Lob, or whatever it's called, Lob Caravan and Camping, is that it's really cheap for hikers. So you can if you turn up without a car and stuff, and you're hiking, it only costs a tenner to stay. So a tenner for a hot shower and a safe place to camp. I'll pay that all day long. That's probably going to be the cheapest place so far. I don't know, we'll see. This road really isn't fun at all. I met the lovely Sharon yesterday, who health and safety manager for the brand group who own a chain of hotels and garages and stuff around here, and she very kindly gave me a lift to the campsite. I was right at the end of the coastal path as well, and I was right about to step onto the road, this proper sketchy road, and she offered to give me a lift 3 minutes up the road in the car, or 20-minute walk, and I took that with open arms. So Sharon, if you're watching, thank you very, very much. I really appreciated that, and it was the first kind of act of kindness that anybody done for me, so yeah, really appreciative. Thank you very much. Bakewell tart flapjack. That is a glorious start to the day. A good breakfast for on the move. Simple carbs, complex carbs, and delicious almondy goodness. Not sponsored by these cheap Bakewell tart company. That's just really nice. Oh wow, okay. So today, I don't know if you can see, but I've got to get all the way over there. and I've just got to go all the way along there and around there and there and around there and back and around there again. So that should be fun. Oh, no time to waste. Think these are for? Put it in the comments. I've got no idea. I thought it might be some sort of farming maybe, but why the fence? Oh, I'm confused. I don't know. That definitely looks man-made though. I don't know why a man would make them. Yeah, weird. Why? That is my question. Why? Why do that? What's the point? Let me know in the comments. Cool little houseboat down here. I think it's one of those sort of lifeboats from big ships that someone's sort of doing up or is renovated. Yeah, cool little pod. Just walked past Braunton's military base, but didn't want to do any filming in case I got in trouble with the government. Don't want to get in trouble with the government. So we're just coming out of Braunton now and on our way to Barnstable. And we've done nearly 9 miles in 3 hours. So I'm averaging about 3 miles an hour right now. My feet are killing me walking on tarmac for so long. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this up all day, but we've got to get to Westward Ho somehow. Walking out of Braunton towards Barnstable, there's a camping shop along the way, and they were super nice people in there, and I bought some stuff. I broke a few tent pegs, so I bought a couple of tent pegs and a pack cover. I didn't have a pack cover, and I think that I'm probably going to need one, so bought one of those. And I'm meeting my wife in Westward Ho today and son, and it's probably about another 10-12 miles to there. So I asked them, I was a bit cheeky, and asked them if I could leave my pack there, and as my wife drives past, could she pick it up later? And they were really happy with that. They were super helpful, really nice, filled up my water bottle. Yeah, so super grateful to them to help me out with this so that I can power on without the big rucksack on my back. Brilliant. And the sun's peeking through a little bit, so yeah, we might have to sun cream up in a minute. This walk is a little dreary though, I'm not gonna lie. I probably should have taken my headphones out. Walking away from Barnstable now and towards Instow, and I'm gonna get the ferry to Appledore. And oh, this path is just so long. Like there's one long straight path one side of the river, this side, and one, oh, this side, and then one long straight path here as well. So I'm motoring ahead though. I've done tons of miles already today. We're about 15 miles since 5 o'clock this morning. 7 hours walking ish, with breaks and stops and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going quite well today. I'm gonna get to Westward Ho, definitely. Maybe before check-in, that would be sweet. This path is just endless, flat, and you think it would be alright, but the trail running shoes are not built for walking on flat stuff all the time. Yeah. Still, I'm getting a little bit closer. Got a little bit of a painful knee, but we'll just keep powering on. We're near Instow now, and then on to Westward Ho. We're on day 3 and we are leaving Appledore today. Yesterday I got the ferry over from Instow to Appledore and went to my hotel in Westward Ho. Had a really great night with my wife and son. Great to see them again. Oh wait, really hard to say goodbye. It's the 3rd time I've had to say goodbye. My son cried this time. But you know, I need to crack on and keep going. Today we're going to go to Clovelly. A little bit nervous about today. We're heading back into the hilly part of the walk towards Clovelly, and then onwards from there it starts getting really painful. And in Clovelly there's not really anywhere to camp, so I've got to try and figure out what I'm going to do over the next few days. After leaving Westward Ho, things rapidly took a downward turn and I didn't make it to Clovelly. Tune in next time to see what happened.